Okay, so let's get back to the dialogue. Phoebe has a question to ask the coach. She just wants to make sure that she's doing this exercise correctly. That's a good idea. If you're doing an exercise for the first time, have someone there to tell you exactly how to do it, because sometimes if you do the exercise wrong, you can hurt yourself.
That's right.
So it is good to ask these questions. So she asks the coach, do I raise my legs so my knees touch my hands? I think she's got it. She's basically asking the coach, I should say, if her hands are here, is she now going to raise her legs so that her knees touch her hands? The exercise is called high knees.
Yes, high knees.
Sounds like that's right.
接下来呢 Phoebe 就继续问问题说，那我要把腿举起来，让我的膝盖碰到手吗 ？So how do you do that?
Like that, exactly. But I think you need to be younger and stretchier than me. Anyway, so yes, do I raise my legs so my knees touch my hands? That was her question. We'll get to the coach's answer after we look at this verb raise. R-A-I-S-E, to raise. So raise is a verb. It's a regular verb, so just raised would be the past tense. And raise is really very similar to the verb to lift, to move something from a low position to a high position. You raise your hand. You might raise your head if you're trying to see over a wall or something like that. And if you're eating or drinking, you will raise the food or the spoon or the chopsticks or the glass. You will raise it from the table up to your mouth. And then, of course, you put it down or you lower that thing. That would be the opposite. Raise is to lift. For example, raise your hand if you don't understand. Raise your hand if you don't understand.
接下来第4个 word power word 是 raise。raise 呢是一个动词，意思是举起、抬起。那刚例句的意思就是说，你不了解的话就举手啦。
All right, so we can imagine that Phoebe is now doing the exercise because the coach says, that's right, that's correct, you got it, and then he tells her do it 2 times.
Oh.
That's not a lot. I mean, I could do it 2 times.
20 times, right?
Excuse me?
20 times.
20 times. That's a lot more. I'm not sure I could do that, but I could do 2.
OK， 教练就说没错，那做它个20下吧。20下，这边的 time 呢指的是次数，而不是时间啊。
All right, I'm done. 10 minutes later. See, it took her 10 minutes to do 20.
Yeah.
That's not super fast. I still couldn't do that. Anyways, Phoebe says to the coach, I'm tired. Well, sure she is. She's been exercising. She's getting a little warm. She might want to drink a water, take a break. So she asks, can I take a break? And a break is just a rest. When you stop doing an action or activity for a while, just to give your body a little bit of time to recover. So maybe a 5-minute break, sit down, drink some water, and then back to the exercise.
OK。接下来 Phoebe 就说我累了，我可以休息一下吗？那 take a break 就是休息一下的意思啦。
All right, so she asked if she could take a break, but apparently no. Because the coach says not yet, not at this time. You'll have to wait a little bit longer. And he also gives her another exercise to do. Man, this guy is a slave driver. He says not yet, do some push-ups. These are exercises I bet you're familiar with. You lie down on the ground and then you use your arms to push up the top part of your body. It's a good exercise for your muscles and arms so you can, look like Schwarzenegger here.
Well built.
Yeah.
OK， 教练很严格哦，他说还不行 ，not yet，要做一些伏地挺身啊，人生好难哦。就做完高抬腿的时候还不能休息，教练说 not yet。OK。
All right, so Phoebe asks a question about the push-ups that she's going to do. She says, do I have to get on my hands and toes? Oh, interesting. Because, push-ups, you will use your hands. You can't push up without your hands.
That's right.
But the toes, I guess that's because you can also do it on your knees.
Oh,
right? You don't use your whole body. You use most of it, but you actually sort of bend or turn at your knees. It's a little bit easier doing it at your knees than at your toes because, of course, at your toes, you're lifting all of your body, and that takes more power.
Yes.
Good question.
Phoebe 接下来又在问动作，她说：“那我要双手，那双脚就是脚趾的部分着地吗？”
All right. Well, the coach, as I said, he's tough. He said, yes, you have to do the full traditional push-up, not that easy baby push-up. He says, yes, keep your back, butt, and legs straight. So basically, keep your body like it's a piece of wood, like it's a board. Keep the whole thing straight. And here we have straight. Yes, that same word, but as an adjective, S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T, straight. All right, straight here, as I mentioned, is an adjective. So we're talking about a thing that kind of stands straight. It's a thing that doesn't bend or curve or go in any direction except from one place to another with no angles, nothing like that. All right, for example, we could say this is a straight road. You can see the end of it from here. Wow, a straight road, no curves. It doesn't go around a mountain or, through a forest or anything like that. Just like an arrow straight. Maybe it's a Roman road. This is a straight road. You can see the end of it from here.
没错，教练这边就说保持你的背、臀部还有腿部是笔直的。那 straight 在这边是当做形容词使用，跟刚刚形容动作是不一样的。这边在形容的是背部、腿部还有这个臀部要是一条线的。那刚刚例句是在说这是一条笔直的道路，我们可以从这边看到路的尽头。
So Phoebe's down there ready to do the push-up. She's in the right position. So she asks, what should I do next? What's the next part of this exercise?
接下来 Phoebe 就问说，那我接下来该做什么呢？
So the coach basically tells her how to do the classic push-up. Bend your elbows, so your arms were straight, but now bend your elbows until your chin touches the ground. So that's all the way down. And then push yourself all the way up until your arms are straight again. 接下来你就是要弯曲你的手肘，然后直到你的下巴碰到地面哦。Bend 就是弯曲的意思。那听起来很难，这样真的撑得起来吗？Now, of course, it looks easy, but if you don't do push-ups or haven't done one in a long time, it can surprise you by how difficult it is. And that seems to be Phoebe's problem. It says she tries, but she falls. So maybe she's halfway up and then her arms just quit working, and she falls. Or maybe she slipped in some way. That might be a good guess because we see that she says, ouch. That's what you say when you hurt yourself. Ouch or ow. And then she says, my wrist. So this is the wrist. It actually carries a lot of weight when you're pushing down, right? So she could kind of stretch her wrist a little bit. And she has weak arms. There you go. It's maybe her first push-up in many years.
Okay, Phoebe 尝试了，不过跌倒就是摔倒了。那 Phoebe 就哀嚎，她说 ouch，ouch， 我的手腕。那手腕呢就是 wrist。
All right, well, unfortunately, we won't really find out what happened if Phoebe is really badly hurt. Well, we might tomorrow, but for now, it's time for our wrap-up. I hope she's okay.